So here is my write-up for today's Leetcode daily problem. So in this Leetcode daily problem, we are given n, m, and k, and we are supposed to find out the number of good arrays that can be formed. So what is a good array? So it should have exactly k indices where a of I minus 1 is equal to ai, right? So the problem becomes easier once we start visualizing it in terms of partitions. Okay, so we should imagine partitions, and for an array of n elements we have n minus 1 partition. So you can imagine like you have an array of n elements and there are exactly n minus 1 lines we can draw in between. Now what happens, just let's try exploring this idea and just try erasing k lines out of these n minus 1 partitions. Okay, then what happens, we are having few partitions getting merged, right? So we have, if k is equal to 2, and imagine I had erased this line which is between a1 and a2 and a of n minus 1 and a of n minus 2. So in this case, now why are we doing this? Now we can say that everything is unequal, right? We can say that everything is unequal except for the i's, which is 1 and n minus 1, right? So in this case, we are trying to basically make this segment and this segment equal to any of the values from 1 to m, right? Similarly, you can see erasing different k lines. So this is exactly equal to the number of combinations of n minus 1 objects taken k at a time, which is also equal to saying choosing k lines out of n minus 1 lines. Okay, which is simple, n minus 1 ck. Now for the first element, we can take any values from 1 to m inclusive, right? So there is no restriction on taking a0. Now you can imagine there are n minus 1 minus k subsegments, and the other condition is that these subsegments should be always differ from the last segment. So the value, you can imagine this as one value, this first segment, and then the next segment has to have a different value. So for first segment we have m values. For any segment, if we have chosen a value, the next will always have only m minus 1 options. So and we have n minus 1 minus k such segment to fill, which is m minus 1 to the power n minus 1 minus k.